Sundials are the oldest known instruments for telling time. The surface of a sundial has markings for each hour of daylight. As the sun moves across the sky, another part of the sundial casts a shadow on these markings. The position of the shadow shows what time it is. In the time of the ancient Greeks and Romans, the Earth was considered the center of the universe, which was itself a sphere containing all the stars. This celestial sphere rotated from east to west, carrying not only the stars, but also the sun and the planets. Therefore, the sun revolved around the Earth. This is what caused day and night. The Earth did not rotate. For the purpose of understanding sundials, it is perfectly acceptable and convenient to adopt this geocentric view. The sun did not travel around the Earth in a circle at right angles to the Earth's axis, as the stars did. Rather, the sun traced a circle around the celestial sphere, centered on the Earth, known as the ecliptic. As seen in this video, the path of the shadow traces a hyperbola. The shape of the hyperbolic shadow path changes depending on the time of year. Here's a picture of how the shadows change throughout the year, including during the summer and winter solstices.
Equatorial sundials are sundials where the base is parallel to the equator and the stick is perpendicular to the base and the equator. The shadow made by the sun is an ellipse on the outside circle, and you would have to adjust the stick, making the shadow throughout the year.
The sundial was first created by the ancient Egyptians, which then inspired their obelisks. Sundials have been in use starting in 1200 BC, but the sundial has been found all over the world in the Zhou dynasty of China, and then it got to ancient Greece by way of Gymander of Miletus, famous philosopher, astronomer, and physicist. Sundials then became one of the driving forces of the famous Greek calculus and creation of modern geometry, which focused much on sundials' conic sections. Many Greek innovators started focusing their careers on sundials and other types of career timekeeping devices: water clocks, weight clocks, candle clocks, lamp clocks, etc. The most famous example of sundial innovation came from mathematician and astronomer Theudius of Bithynia, 160 BC to 100 BC, who claimed to have invented universal sundial that can be used anywhere in the world. Sundial advances that were made in Greece quickly traveled to Rome, who made their first sundial in Rome in 293 BC, in the reign of Emperor Vitruvius. Just kidding. After the fall of the Roman Empire, Islamic Caliphate inherited and improved Greek dials when they gained many new abilities. Because of the larger seasonal differences, Islamic mathematicians developed sundials with temporary hours. Hours were shorter in winter and longer in summer. By late 1300s, Islamic mathematicians adopted equal hours of the number for the entire year, a design that appeared in Europe in mid-1400s.
Sundials help scientists to know where the sun is when a rover is on Mars taking a picture. For a long time, we didn't know the real color of the pictures on Mars. Sundials on the rover help scientists to know the real color of the pictures they take. They can know the orientation of the sun, and since we know the color of the sundial, we can change the pictures in softwares to make them more realistic.